In this video, I will teach you 7 essential tricks to level up your LEGO Boost programming skills. For example, I will show you how to program your robot quicker, how to repeat actions, and how to make multiple sequences run at the same time, but much more. In this video, we'll use the same robot we built in a previous video, but we need a name for it. Write down your suggestions in the comments. We saw how to program it to drive around, and now let's add some sounds and make it dance. First, open up the Boost app, go to the Creative Canvas, tap Plus to create a new project. When you create a project, you're automatically zoomed into it, but what if you want to change the project settings such as its name? Let's see how to do that. Let's close this one, let's go back. Now, let's tap this icon with the wrench on it, and from here, we can access all the project settings. You can type a new name for it. You can change the icon and change the level of the blocks palettes. For basic programming blocks only, you can choose one brick for very basic projects. For these video tutorials, level 2 is enough. For the really advanced blocks I use in my original LEGO Boost models, I use level 3. I leave a link in the description if you want to check them out. Once you're happy with the current settings, you can tap anywhere and then open the project again. Now, let's connect to the robot at once by clicking the green button. Wait for it to connect. Now, let's add a sound block. Where to find it? Well, remember that all the blocks are color-coded. Flow control blocks are yellow, and since we're there, let's add the start block. Movement blocks are green, and well, the blocks that control the sounds and lights are in the purple palette. Let's add this block to our sequence, like so. Let's tap the input to change the music. Let's scroll down to this category here and select this song. Okay, now let's add some movement blocks. Let's go to the green palette. Let's find our move steering for time block and let's add it here. Let's now change the parameters of each block to make the robot dance. Here's the choreography: forward, backward, spin, right, spin, left. If you don't want or can't use the numbers, you can flip the switch and use sliders instead of the numerical keyboard. Remember the game of opposites. In this case, we want the speed to be slow and negative because forward is backward and left is right for this particular design. For the steering parameter, you can set the slider horizontally to steer right or left. Remember the game of opposites. In our case, we want to go straight for a quarter of a second. For this input, you can only input numbers using the numerical keyboard. Instead of dragging new blocks of the same kind from the green palette, I'll show you how to speed up programming a lot. You can duplicate blocks like this. You press on this button, it becomes light blue, and then you tap on the block you want to duplicate. And voila! A copy appears. Cool, huh? You attach it here, and now we change the speed to, I will switch to the numerical input and go to positive, that means backwards in our case. To copy the blocks again, tap on the copy button again, it highlights. You tap on the first block and all the blocks attached to the first one are copied as well. Now let's drag this here and change the parameters, spin to the left, and next we change this to -25, spin to the right. Remember the game of opposites. And now let's test it. This block won't let your program continue until the music's over. Let's fix this. We want the robot to move while the music is playing. When you want two sequences of blocks to run together in parallel, we need to add another start block. We attach this sequence here, and now that we have two start blocks, when you press the green play button, all the sequences will start together in parallel. Let's try. Well, I like its move, but how about repeating them to match the duration of the song? Okay, now let's... Oh man. What if you make a mistake and you want to step back? For example, you just changed an input that worked really well and it took you minutes to tweak to perfection. Or maybe you just deleted a long sequence of blocks that took you hours to make. So how to undo the mistake? Luckily, the Lego Boost app has us covered. We just have to tap on the undo button here and the error is recovered. And we're back on track. So now we have to repeat the sequence again, tap on copy and we get a copy and we attach it here. And next again, we tap here and wow, and we attach it here. This is huge. Well, as you can see, duplicating this block will result in a very, very long sequence, which works, but there's a way to make this easier to code and to read back. So let's get rid of these repeated blocks. Let's drag them away. Goodbye. Now let's repeat the sequence of blocks using a loop 4 count. This block is yellow and is part of the flow control blocks because it controls the way the program runs. In this case, it repeats the blocks it contains for the number of times you input here. In our case, 4 times is enough to cover the duration of the song. But there are other control blocks and loops you can use. If you want to learn more about Lego Boost, I dive much deeper in my book, the Lego Boost Activity Book. There's a link in the description for you to check it out. Now, let's add the ending movement. -25, straight for 0.8 seconds. And now, let's dance. The tricks I just showed you will speed up your Lego Boost programming a ton. Now that you know how to make your robot move around, it's time to give it the ability to sense the world around it. To learn how to do that, watch this next.